Welcome to Andy's Garage. I'm Andy Phillips. Today I wanted to just take a minute and talk about resetting the TCM, or the transmission control module, on your Ford Focus. Now, particularly here, I have a 2014 Ford Focus. This is for the Powershift automatic transmission, which was used in also the Fiestas and some other vehicles. So it could be the same on those, but this is the vehicle that we're working on. But let's go ahead and get started. Now, I did a video previously on how to reset the TCM. That's not what we're going to talk about here. Since I released that video, I've received a lot of comments from people asking me, well, when do you reset it? So that's what I wanted to address in this video. Now, I've had some people ask, should you be resetting it like every time you start your vehicle? That's not the case. That's way too much. What I use as the rule is anytime that the vehicle is kind of acting a little quirky as far as the transmission. What I noticed is that if I've been stuck in traffic, because I do a lot of traveling, I've only had this vehicle not even a year, and I've already put almost over 20,000 miles on this vehicle, because I do a lot of traveling outside of state with this, which is why I wanted to get this vehicle. I figured it would be a perfect opportunity to test it because I had heard a lot of the issues about it. But anyway, I do a lot of highway driving. If I wind up in situations where I'm stuck in traffic, because I go over the Chesapeake Bay Bridge a lot, and when there's inclement weather, high winds, things like that, they'll close lanes down, things like that, and it slows me down. If I'm sitting in traffic a lot, and with this vehicle, just so you know, with the Powershift transmission, stop and go traffic will destroy it. It's really bad for that transmission to stop and go. It's not good for the clutch. So if I'm in those situations, a lot of times what I'll do, once I get home, or once I get out of the traffic, if I'm getting gas, whatever, I'll reset it at that point. Because the way that the TCM works is it learns your driving kind of habits, and it kind of predicts what you're going to do, so it can use the dual clutch to make the shifts. So what I don't want it doing is I don't want it including those bad driving conditions in my driving habits that it's learning, and then it's messing it up. So usually what I'll do, if I've been stuck in traffic for a long period, I'm not talking just like brief, but like if I'm in traffic for like an hour or something, bumper to bumper, stop and go, things like that, I'll even notice that the transmission is getting a little quirky. It's a little sluggish after that. The response isn't as good as it used to be. Also, with these TCMs, they're problematic on this car. So if it's kind of glitchy, things like that, and if you've had your car for some time and you know how it used to operate to like an optimum performance, and it's not doing that, that's when I would reset it. So if you're coming out of driving conditions that are not your norm, sitting in traffic, things like that, I would do it. Or if you're just noticing that maybe it's a little glitchy, maybe the shifting is not as smooth, and it's not like shifting, like the performance of the shifting is not as good as it used to be. Because this car here, what I've noticed, it has a lot of pep. It has a decent little engine. Normally when everything is functioning well, this thing will accelerate good. It shifts nice and smooth. It almost has a performance shift because of it having the dual clutches. When I see that it's not functioning like that, like it's either glitchy or my driving patterns are not what I want it to remember, that's when I'll reset it. Sometimes it could be 24, 48 hours from the last time. Sometimes it could be a month. So there's really no set rule. So what I would recommend is don't just have it on a schedule where you're doing it constantly. But at the same time, if you're noticing that it's not performing the way that it should, if you're maybe getting a little bit of like the clutch shudder and the shifting's a little wacky, try resetting it. A lot of times that can solve it. If you had driving conditions that are not your norm, once you're out of that situation, then I would reset it as well and get that out of there. That way it doesn't remember those patterns. But to reset it, it's very easy. I do have a video where I went in depth how to do it. You can check it out via the link above down in the description. But real quick, I'm just going to show you here as well. And then that'll wrap up this video. So what I'll do, I'll put the key in, turn it. As soon as it comes up like that, I'll put it in neutral. And then on the screen, it says transmission ready. So as that bar is building, it's resetting your TCM. So it's clearing off any bad driving conditions on there. And then it'll let you know, boom, you're done. At that point, you can start the car and you can drive, and it's cleared out anything that may have been causing it to get glitchy or not to perform the way it should. Okay, and that's it. Just a brief video. Just wanted to answer that question. As mentioned already, when I released that video on how to reset the TCM, I've gotten a lot of people commenting and questioning, well, how often, when, all that stuff. So figured I just wanted to answer that. So just to recap, there is no set in stone scheduled to do it. If you notice that the transmission is not performing the way that it used to, try resetting it. Or if you came out of some driving conditions that are not the norm, that could cause some glitches, go ahead and reset it at that point as well. That wraps it up. I hope that this answers any questions, that this video was informative. Don't forget to check out some of my other videos down in the description pertaining to this vehicle, the Ford Focus with the Powershift transmission. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support. And I'm also going to be doing a very in-depth video in the near future talking about the Powershift, just overall, like everything, the history of it, how it works, and just everything that you would need to know if you have one of these vehicles, so that way you can get the best performance out of it and you can salvage it as long as you can, and you don't wind up destroying it by not knowing how to drive it properly. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that. It'll be coming out soon. But anyway, I appreciate all the support, so we'll see you next time.